Hi everyone! In this video, I'll show you my St. Patrick's Day bubble candy holders. If you'd like to use my Design Space project, check the description right under this video. You'll find a link to my Facebook groups. I'd like to start by taking a look at the project in Design Space. This one is pretty straightforward, but just in case you have any questions about the pieces, let's take this one and I'll ungroup it. So we have the top layer, the center layer, and the back layer. This is the order you're going to assemble it in. It's pretty straightforward, and you'll see when I assemble the leprechaun hat that they're not difficult to do. The white layers are always extras that you can add to the back if you want to add a message or if you want to put an image on it or something and print and cut. The circles are the extra pieces that we use to cover the bubble once your candy is in it, so it'll hold the candy in place, and that makes it a lot easier to put together. I'm just going to backtrack and put this back where it should be. I've added a 3.15-inch bubble version. When I purchased my 2-inch bubbles on Amazon, there was a measurement showing that they're actually 1.97 or 1.96, so the 2-inch cutout is perfect. On 3-inch, there should be a 2.96 or 2.97 bubble. The 3-inch cutout would be perfect. But I have seen that some people are ordering 3-inch and the bubble turns out to actually be 3.15-inch. So rather than have you make the adjustments, which are actually pretty easy to do, I decided I might as well add the right dimensions to the project file so it'll be easier for you. But you definitely want to take the half bubble that you're going to use and measure it to make sure that you're cutting the right size so you don't waste your cardstock. On each one you see these little diamonds and shamrocks. Those are completely optional. If you don't want to use them, don't use them. I just added them as extras to decorate with. So let's go ahead. I'll switch to my overhead camera and I'll assemble a leprechaun hat, and I'll show you what the shamrock looks like when it's all done. I've already assembled the shamrock. It's really straightforward. As I showed you in the project, it's just 3 layers. When you add your bubble, you have this little tab. So on the shamrock, what I did was place the tab between these 2 cutouts so that it would be hidden. If you place it where you have these deeper cuts, the plastic tab is going to show. So if you're conscious of that, put it between the 2 cutouts and you won't see it at all. It's not really visible at all. I did a print and cut for that back piece. I thought it was cute. Happy St. Patrick's Day. It's in Design Space. I believe it's an access image, but you can use text and write whatever you want on the back. Do it on your machine or do it by hand, however you prefer. And I was looking for the little gold coins, but they weren't out yet in my area. So I just added the gold wrapped Werther's candies. And I think it looks really, really cute. So I pre-assembled it so the video wouldn't be too long. I also glued the back on this so that it would be dry so I could go ahead and assemble the leprechaun hat. So when you have your bubbles, you want to take that extra circle, just put your half bubble on it and check where you want to put your adhesive so you don't put too much and it sticks all over your candy. This bubble is too small. It's just an extra cutout from the center or something I had. You can see that I did the cutouts in Design Space larger so that you have room to glue the bubble on. So you want to do that ahead of time and let them dry. Also, your bubbles will have one that the tab is quite flat and the other side the tab is raised. I set these aside. I'm not using them on these cardstock projects. I'll probably use them with something like craft board or something thicker that they won't show through. Or maybe craft foam in between the layers, something like that. Rather than waste them, I'll find a way to use them. So I just wanted to show you that. So this is the leprechaun hat. And I added that same image and I added a leprechaun face to it. And this is for the back panel. I pre-glued the little buckle on. I did them in gold glitter, CRICUT cardstock. And I did these extra embellishments in gold glitter in case I want to dress up the leprechaun hat. So they're really straightforward to assemble. I'm using Tombow glue. I saw someone mention using hot glue. I don't think it's necessary with cardstock. But if that's what you prefer to work with, of course you can. There we go. And we'll just line this up. At least the Tombow is wet and I can move it around, I hope. There we go. So we have the little message on the back. That's cute. Okay. So we're just going to make sure we've got our layers flipped in the right direction before we add them, so they fit properly. I think that one needs to be flipped over. Yes. That fits properly. There's a little difference in the shape of this leprechaun hat, so you want to make sure that you haven't turned your layers in the wrong direction. So just double check. Put that on. And there is a little offset with the black. You do have that little black edge all the way around. So there's our first and second layer. Now we're going to add our bubble. Okay, so you want to check when you put this top layer on and you put your little buckle on. You don't really want the plastic where it's going to cause a lump behind the buckle. So I would turn it a bit to the side or make it up at the top. Put the bubble up towards the top where you have a lot of coverage. Of course, that's completely up to you. I'm going to put it up towards on an angle. Just add some adhesive. And center it up. That looks pretty good. And I'll just put this on dry again to make sure that it's in the right place. Got this upside down, I think. There we go. I'm going to move it down a little bit. Try it again, that's better. That looks perfect. So my bubble is on, and I know that this is the right direction, so I'll just flip it over. Put a little adhesive along the top. And along this bottom edge. And that should do it. There we go, that's nice. Perfect. Now we'll add our little belt and buckle. And just about done. I'm going to add shamrocks to decorate it. And a second one. These are so easy to do and so cute and so trendy right now. Everybody's making these. They're really fun. Try to get it straight with the other side. That looks good. And there we go. Our leprechaun hat. Very, very cute. I hope you're going to enjoy making these. As mentioned in the beginning, you can find a link to my Facebook group in the description right under this video. My Facebook group is where you'll find my project links. Please post pictures in the group. If you do make any of these, I'd love to see them. And thank you for watching.